You're listening to ThunderQuack Podcast Network.
It's 10 questions about Karl's Perfect 10, John Mayer's Continuum album. It's time for a Perfect 10 pop quiz. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Perfect 10 Pop Quiz. My name is Tim, and I will be the host for 10 questions on Karl's Perfect 10, John Mayer's Continuum album. What is the Perfect 10 Pop Quiz? It's the brand new companion show to the Perfect 10 podcast, right here on the ThunderQuack Podcast Network. Each month, Mike will invite a guest on to talk about their Perfect 10. It could be a show, an episode, a character, a movie, or really anything. Then you get 10 quick trivia questions and answers to see how much you know about the topic. This is a Patreon exclusive at any level, so you can head on over to patreon.com/ThunderQuack to subscribe and get a new quiz every month. Before we dive in, just a quick note to be on the lookout for next month when the ThunderQuack Network will be having our Patreon pledge drive. There are going to be some great rewards, so be sure to take a look, spread the word, and help us grow this incredible network. With that said, let's jump into 10 questions about this month's top 10. It's John Mayer's Continuum trivia time. Here we go with 10 questions on John Mayer's album, Continuum. Question number 1. Mayer was born and raised in Fairfield County, in what small New England state that is also home to authors Stephanie Meyers and Suzanne Collins? Question 2. Mayer gave the album the name Continuum because he admittedly was obsessed with what concept that is defined as the continued sequence of existence and events? Our third question, many of the letters on the cover of the album are touching each other. Most notably, the first two letters are meant to invoke what symbol appropriate to the title of the album? Our fourth question, the album released on September 12, 2006 and was the third album from Mayer. Give the name of either of the albums that Mayer released before Continuum. Number 5, featured on the album is Bold as Love, a cover of a song by what band? We're halfway there. Question number 6, the album was released in September 2006. Give either of the two record labels attributed to the album. Number 7 is a simple fill in the blank. Regarded as one of Mayer's greatest songs is the 8th track on the album, Slow Dancing in a Blank Room. Question number 8, the album won the Grammy for Best Pop Vocal Album and won Best Male Pop Vocal Performance for Waiting for the World to Change. However, it was also nominated for Album of the Year. What group released Taking the Long Way, the album that won Album of the Year that year, featuring their song Not Ready to Make Nice? Question number 9, the 2007 edition of the album featured a bonus disc with live songs from Mayer's tour. One of the tracks was a cover of I Don't Need No Doctor by what legendary artist portrayed by Jamie Foxx in a 2004 biopic? And finally, also on that bonus disc is a 10-minute version of which song, number 4 on the original album, and the third single to be released? We'll give you a couple of seconds to think on these and we'll be right back with the answers. And we are back with our answers to 10 questions on John Mayer's album, Continuum. Our first question asked what state Mayer was born in, a New England state that was also home to authors Stephanie Meyers and Suzanne Collins. Well, you get points if you correctly identified that was Connecticut. Number 2, Mayer admitted that he gave the album the name Continuum because he was admittedly obsessed with time. Time was the answer we were looking for there. Number 3, many of the letters on the cover of the album were touching each other, notably the C and O were meant to invoke the infinity symbol, which is appropriate for the album. Number 4, we wanted either of the albums that Mayer released before Continuum, so we would accept either Rooms for Squares or Heavier Things. Question 5 asked what band performed Bold as Love, which was covered on the album, and that was the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Number 6, the album was released in 2006 on Aware and Columbia Records. Aware and Columbia Records. Number 7, we wanted you to fill in the blank slow dancing in a burning room. Burning is the word that goes in there. Number 3, the album did lose Album of the Year that year in the Grammys to Taking the Long Way, which was released by the Dixie Chicks, now just known as the Chicks. Number 9, the 2007 edition of the album featured a bonus disc with live songs from Mayer's tour. The track I Don't Need No Doctor was originally recorded by Ray Charles. And finally, also on that bonus disc is a 10-minute version of Gravity. Gravity was our final answer there. So there we go, a Perfect 10 pop quiz on Karl's Perfect 10, John Mayer's Continuum album. How did you do? Let us know on Twitter at ThunderQuackPod or join our Discord channel. You can find the link at ThunderQuack.com. And if you want more trivia, subscribe at any level, patreon.com/ThunderQuack to get a new Perfect 10 pop quiz every month. And be on the look next month for our ThunderQuack Patreon pledge drive, and who knows, maybe we'll have a Perfect 10 pop quiz on your Perfect 10.